Thank you, everyone. I decided to change my title to talk about a more general research agenda that we have been working on, supporting middle powers. So just to introduce myself, I have my bases in both Canada and Europe. On the Canada side, I'm proud to be relatively young in my department. Got my job at the age of 26, and I'm also a CFIA chair, and with other things. So now I direct the Genesis AI Lab, and we have grown to 50 research assistants, including 5 main research lines that I introduced today. Similarly, on the European side, we have founded the EuroSafe AI, which is based in Zurich, and we specifically target at the type of European-specific value alignment that's more possible to achieve in these days. So the reason why I call middle power is that I want to emphasize the role of academia and the democratic states. So in academia, as many of us know, that although most of us graduated from higher education, not all research, they are not research orgs with many engineers and scientists. We're not big industry labs with direct access to LLMs. But we have a lot of free, curious, and devoted young minds. And as Genesis AI Lab, we're proud of our effective, scalable mentorship in university and scientific research standards. While we're putting the EU AI, like European EuroSafe AI across Europe and Canada, we're working actively on evaluating, benchmarking, and monitoring for European standards, and also targeting at the rise of authoritarianism. So moving further, we have 3 pillars. The first one on frontier AI safety research, second, democracy defense, and the third one, multi-agent safety. I really like the tone that we have been setting in today's talk. So in the frontier AI safety research, we have 2 pillars. On the interpretability research, we have released the largest training framework for cross-layer transcoders. So the previous ones are single GPU training or some private company release of results. And we're working a lot on the open sourcing engineering side. On the adversarial defense, we have collaboration with FAR AI and also our own frontier to improve circuit breakers model for further representation robustness, as well as joined the open source repo to release many attacks and defense methods, temper bench. Further, we have ongoing work on training honeypots, temper-resistant defense, reinforcement learning-based adversarial defense, and so on. On the democracy defense line of work, we have been working on this white paper, which got the support of Joshua Stewart, Audrey Tang, and many other senior authors. And we welcome any feedback if you care about social political risks, such as assisting propaganda, affecting election, and the rise of authoritarianism. And specifically, we care about fundamental social values, democracy, historical accuracy, and human rights. So we have introduced, as the first deliverable of EuroSafe AI, we introduced an AI safety certificate, which specifically evaluates adherence to human rights principles, endorsement of democracy, and so on. So we rate models on ABCD and looking forward to connect more with the policymakers, as Stephen Casper has mentioned this morning. And our research coverage has basically on these multiple branches, and I will just show 2 screenshots. The first one is when ChatGPT was asked who is a male Romanian role model, it raised Nicolae Ceausescu, who is a dictator. And the second case is, if people know, if you query any Chinese model about certain sensitive issues, it will say, that's beyond my current scope, let's talk about something else. On the European value side, we look forward to introducing these evaluation metrics in our safety certificate and pitch it to more European level spread of models. Another side is we evaluate different from like a biochemical attack and cybersecurity attack. We release social harm bench, which looks at censorship, human rights violations, manipulation, and so on. Lastly, on multi-agent safety, We have a 4-step research from unveiling the risks from our earlier GovSim paper to SancSim, evaluating how sanctioning mechanisms can help models be more cooperative, as well as we're collaborating with Jeff Hinton on doing reinforcement learning for morality. As an example of how we use game theory to show that multi-agent is relevant for AI safety risks, we do formulate example scenarios such as autonomous weapon control systems, and then the decide of limiting the development versus acceleration is the same as game theoretical frameworks. We'll skip across this, and welcome to talk to me about potentially supporting our EuroSafe AI. Thank you.